What's going on, guys? Hey, it's Anthony with the Wrenched Out Garage. It is your Monday morning garage news. Let's get it started. So I have some crazy news to tell you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have saw that I posted a story on Monday, the week before this video comes out, saying that I've got some crazy news and I'm going to be talking about some stuff that you're probably not going to like. And those are some changes that are happening here at the Wrenched Out Garage. So I'm just gonna dive into them because I just gotta get past it and move on. So if you look behind me here, no Camaro. Well, I sold the Camaro. Yeah, I'll dive into that a little bit, and I'll also just flat out tell you I sold the Ram Rebel too. So I sold both vehicles. Now here's the deal. Let's put the camera down and talk. So whether you have seen maybe some of my install videos or maybe the garage news is new to you guys, this is kind of a new or different setup than what I usually run here at the Wrenched Out Garage for the garage news, but I thought, why not explain this? So at the time of this video drop, I'm actually in Chicago, Illinois, doing a work function. And I just wanted to get this out there and talk through it, and I thought it fit perfectly into a garage news because this is pretty substantial garage news. No, it's not about automotive tech or any of that stuff. So yeah, I sold the Rebel and I sold the Camaro. This is what's going on. So I transitioned from working remote. I'd worked remote for almost 11 years, which means I worked rotationally. I would be gone for a few weeks, home for a few weeks. Everything worked well, simply because I was only home part-time. Now, over the last couple of months, a couple of things stood out to me personally. One, I'm super busy. I'm super busy catching up with the kids, super busy here in the garage, redoing the garage, super busy, just doing all kinds of different things. I'm not gonna go into all of that. But one of the things that kept kind of standing out to me was this. So the Ram Rebel, I love the truck. The Ram box, if you're looking at a Ram, get one with the Ram box. The Ram Rebel is an incredible truck. The fuel economy in it sucks for a 1500 truck. I was averaging, even with the intake, I was averaging right around 16 miles to the gallon. So I did gain a little bit, 16 and a half. So the AFE Momentum GT intake is a great intake. It's a performance truck. No, it's not a Raptor, but it is a performance truck nonetheless, and a fantastic one at that. Now, first and foremost, I am paying an incredible amount of money to commute, which my commute is a little over 100 miles round trip. Every time I go into the office, you know, there was weeks I went 5 days, there's weeks I went 3 days, so forth and so on. So significant increase in cost to operate that vehicle, so forth and so on. I'm not going to go into the details on all the personal stuff with that. So that, you know, really opened my eyes over the last couple of. The other thing was the Camaro that was sitting here. So I absolutely love that Camaro. No question about it. It was one of my favorite cars of all time. Still is one of my favorite cars. I enjoy doing all the parts. I just love the car. So what it came down to is, hey, I can start driving the Camaro to try to save on some fuel, but nonetheless, I'm paying for this Camaro. I'm paying for insurance for both vehicles. And I started looking at the financials of it. I started looking at the logistics of me transporting back and forth, the maintenance and all of this stuff. And because I'm no longer remote, to where it wasn't that big of a deal, because again, I was only home for a couple of weeks at a time, so I could jump in the Camaro. That's where you guys saw all those videos and everything else. But now that I'm home all the time, I'm like, so am I gonna drive the Camaro part-time, or maybe I'll drive it all summer and park my truck alongside the house? It just didn't make a lot of sense. So that sat in my mind. I know you guys just watched some videos, you know, my spring cleaning video, which I dropped, I don't know when, a couple of days before you see this video. And part of me over the last few weeks, so I've been thinking about this for a few weeks. I didn't bring it up on the channel just because I just didn't want to. It's been rattling around the brain, you know, should I do nothing and then just keep paying all of these maintenance costs, all of the gas mileage, the vehicle payments, the insurance? Should I just do that, I can. I mean, it wasn't the end of the world. I could absolutely do that. No issues there. But here's the deal. And the reason that I decided to get rid of both, and yes, I do got a new truck. We'll go into that in a different video. And I've got a lot of cool installs coming to that. But more or less my point is, how do I consolidate this and what do I do about it, right? So again, that question has kind of rattled around my brain for weeks, actually the last couple of months. I've transitioned. By the time this video comes out, I'll have been off of remote work for almost 3 months. And the big thing that just kept coming full circle is, what is the long-term goals for me personally, my family, and what is the long-term goals for the wrenched out garage? Now, the Ram played a critical part. The Camaro played an even bigger part in the roles, I feel like, in the wrenched out garage. Now, my family, me personally, and what's the future? So, bottom line is, I looked at a bunch of trucks, sold both of those vehicles, ended up getting one truck, so no more Camaro, no more Ram Rebel. I'll do a reveal on the new truck when I get some time and show you. It's pretty cool. I would say on a cool level, it's not as cool as the Rebel, at least that's my opinion, but still a decent truck with a lot of ability, and I've got a lot of parts. I already ordered a bunch of parts. So you guys will get installs on everything. That is the other thing I'm doing different, which leads me to my other point. So the financials, the time, everything else kind of sealed the fate of those two, at least at this time. We'll talk future stuff at the end of this video. So the other part was time. So the time, right? So I've got under that cover right there is my Sportster. I haven't been able to work on it. I've talked about it numerous times. I haven't had time because I keep trying to do stuff on the Camaro. I keep trying to do stuff on the Ram Rebel. I keep trying to come up with other things, and I'm one guy. So talking about one guy, I did have a business partner, no longer a business partner, that helped me launch this, and the relationship, we're still buddies, has nothing to do with any of that, but he had his businesses and obligations. I had my stuff going on here at the Wrenched Out Garage and with the Wrenched Out Experiment, and we both kind of forked off, which left, I wouldn't say a burden, but it left a lot to be desired on my plate, which was tied to the Camaro. And now I don't have that. I don't have that connection either. Also, I have more time to work on the new truck, work on the garage, because again, I've got a lot of plans for this garage, and work on the bikes. Now, what about a Camaro? What about a car? Believe me, just believe me, that this, where we're at right now, is a good thing. And I'm not just saying that to say it because I need to feel that, because part of me does, because I miss the Camaro. I miss the Ram Rebel. But the reason I am saying that is, this cleanup, what's going on in the garage that I showed you guys, what's going on with the vehicles right now, it's leading to a lot greater things, because I've got some huge plans for the Wrenched Out Garage, and you guys aren't going to want to miss that. I've got plans to get that bike going, plans to get the other bike going. In fact, I've got that scheduled for its final maintenance under warranty and a lot of other things. But it's not the end of the Wrenched Out Garage. In fact, this is the new launch of where we're going, because it's going to free up a lot of time. And that is the other part of me kind of consolidating, kind of scoping things down, because I had too much going on at all times. I was running myself thin on trying, let me shoot some Camaro content, let me shoot some Ram content. Oh shit, summer's coming, I got to get the V-Rod out. That was all self-driven, of course. But the great part is, it's freed up a chunk of money. That's going to help, personal stuff that we've got going on. It's also going to help one of our big goals, and that is going to be, here in the next year, 2 years, depending on what happens with my wife's job, there's a good chance that we're going to be moving, which is the other part, because I had to do some asset reallocation, and that's again, one of the reasons. So I could start preparing for all of that stuff. Now that I got all of that out of the way, I know this is probably a boring video for you guys. if you guys want me to talk about other reasons and other stuff, just drop a comment down below. I'll do a video just on that. But I am super, super stoked to be talking about this simply because since I did this deal, it's weighed heavy on me. I'm like, man, you know, this has been a staple. This has been a part of the Wrenched Out Garage. It's I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm letting you guys down. I feel like I'm letting myself down. The Camaro was a build that I truly, truly loved. I got to work with some incredible vendors, some incredible guys, but this is just a big ass pivot point. So I hope that you guys that are watching this video, like, share, subscribe. Don't unsubscribe simply because this transition, because I do got a cool new truck. I've got a bunch of cool upgrades coming to it. I got plenty of stuff planned for the motorcycles. And as we get through a bunch of the stuff that's going to happen in 2019, I guarantee you we're going to have either a car or truck as a project car here sooner than later. That pretty much wraps it up, guys. I just wanted to get that out because I've been holding on to that for a few days now, and part of me almost said, screw it, you know what, I'll wait till I get back from Chicago. I won't do any content. I'm not going to share anything because I don't want to. I don't want to talk about this. But there it is. So again, hey, I do truly appreciate you guys checking us out here on YouTube. Make sure hit the subscribe button, share this video, like it, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below. We do have a lot of great installs coming. We have a lot of garage stuff coming, and I'm still working on. So, you know, we're gonna be doing a DIY on the garage boxes, go through a bunch of gear here, go through some V-Rod parts. The V-Rod's looking mighty good over here. The motorcycle setup, it also opens up this bay so I can actually uncover that, kind of tuck it back a little bit and start working on that as well. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. We still have Monday News coming. We still have Garage Talks coming. We still have a lot of other videos coming out. I feel like this is a huge, important part of us growing, and hopefully you guys growing with us again, because we got some badass stuff planned right here, Wrenched Out Garage. Hey, we'll see you guys in the next episode, and if you're out riding or driving, do it safely. Take care, guys.